Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. This show is Newsmakers, where we have the hardest hitting news in Fresno in this time slot. Except today, we have something special, a special guest who is surviving through COVID, I think, by having a business from her home. Our guest is Virginia Summers. Have I said anything right so far, Virginia? Your business is V Sensory Bottles. Welcome to our show.
Hello.
You have such a beautiful set and background and everything. It's like you must do this every day.
Oh, I love glitter and stuff, so my house is very shiny.
Now, I have absolutely no idea what a sensory bottle is. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so sensory bottles are known a lot for autism. That was like the thing where for autism. So, but for me, I have bipolar disorder. So I had a friend that made them online, and I was like, "Ooh, I want to make one of those." So I went out and I made one. This kind of example. So I went out and made one, and they look kind of like this. And I was like, "Ooh, this is gonna help me, with all my stuff." So I was like, "Okay." And I made one, and I was like, "Oh, my life." So, and then I had a friend who was like, "Would you make one for me?" Yeah. And so I've been doing this for about 4 years. So basically what I say with you is, let's say you're having a stressful day, or you don't even have to have mental illness. You're just at work, or you do whatever. Basically what you do is you pick them up, you shake them. That's why you put your hand right in the middle, shake them like this, and you look at them.
It's absolutely beautiful, by the way.
When you look at them, it's like, I had one client say, it's like a squirrel. It's like you're in this thing, and then all of a sudden you see a squirrel, and your whole mind just goes straight to this,
Into that.
And so you're like, oh, wait, and it interrupts that thought that's going on, whether it's stressful or it's an episode or it's anything like that, and it focuses on the bottle. I have big ones and little ones.
Now, right now, there's a lot of stress out there, isn't there?
Oh, yes. I mean, yes. And this time is such a hard time. It's like we have to live a whole new life. It's a whole new thing. And stress is so, intense now, with just not knowing what's going on in the world and not knowing what's happening. And so with my bottles, I try to put my good vibes. I've got some really good vibes in all the bottles, and anyone can use them. Literally, sight is one of our first things. Like, let's say you're walking down the street and you see two different stores. One of them's like a navy blue. The other one's bright yellow. Which one would you see first? The bright yellow.
Yeah.
That would take your mind. And that's what these bottles are. That bright yellow light. So when you look at them, it's literally, I have one. Let's see, yeah, so that one. And then this one has it goes like this. I put Orbeez in all of them so it looks textured. But I've been using mine for 4 years. I did the farmer's market all last year, selling my bottles there, and people have been able to come. And this year you can't pick them up and stuff, so I wasn't able to do it this year. But I've had so many people who have just bought them and just expressed such gratitude that it helps them whenever they're having a problem with their kids. I've had people buy them for all of their kids. I've had adults buy them for them and their friends. They have them on their desk at work or at home. And now a lot of people are working at home, but you're still doing your job that you're at your desk. So You're still stressed. You're still stressed out. Now you just pick it up.
Well, I have a couple thoughts here. A lot of times I'm at my desk, at my office, and I get in these long holds. I got to hold. So you're just sitting there holding. And if I had something to grab and just shake up like that, take my mind off that they're making me hold, I think that would be helpful. But the other thing is what you said. Usually I'm at the office, the wife is at home, the kids are at school. Now we're all cooped up in this little area. This little area, we're all in there. And I think that something like that could come in very handy.
Yeah, it's very good. Very good to calm down. And sometimes calm down corners where, you're like, you're going to watch this until every single bit of glitter is on the ground. So it's like, yeah, like you said at your desk, it just gives you something, and your brain literally is just like, oh.
Yeah. Now, let's say somebody's watching right now, and they're saying, oh my gosh, I've got to get that. I've got to get one of those. Where do they start? Where do they go?
I have a Instagram and a Facebook. So the Facebook is V Sensory Bottles, and then the Instagram is V Sensory, all one word. And basically, you can DM me. So you can either write me or DM me, and I make them all to custom. So let's say you want a Galaxy. That's the one that I was showing you. This is a Galaxy. So you want that, and then I got green. I can pretty much. I have a lot of information on both of them. I have videos showing examples of that I made. And if the big one's 20 and the little one's 10, but if you get a big one, the little one's 5. So like I say with people like this, put it in your purse, put it in your car, put it wherever. And then the big one can be for when you're more stationary. Oh, let's take the big one. You got a big purse? Put it in there. So, and I can deliver, or you guys can pick up. I sanitize all the bottles. They are Gorilla Glued closed.
Oh, so they're not going to be leaking everywhere. Yeah. Now, we're just showing pictures of all these from your, I guess that's an Instagram or Facebook pictures. How beautiful.
Yeah, they're both, those are on both of them, yeah.
Yeah, very nice. So if anybody's interested, by the way, our guest, Virginia or V, are you V or Virginia or both?
Both.
Okay. V is in Fresno. So when she says she can deliver them, I mean, she could deliver them. Or if you need to pick them up, it's not like you're driving to L.A. or someplace you'd expect to have to travel to get something this special. I live in Clovis. In Clovis, they're in Clovis. So check them out. But start by going to where? Etsy? Should they start at Etsy or Instagram or Facebook?
If you're a local, because this is like a local thing, I would just DM me. And I can make them custom orders. I mean, I've got dinosaurs. I've got like stars. I can different color combinations. I can even make rainbow. I can put certain things. I mean, I have a plethora of stuff that I could do, and I can do almost any color combination and stuff like that. So, I mean, whatever you want, come at me. If I can't, I'll let you know. But most of the time, I can pretty much do almost any color magicalness.
Well, I'm thinking you're the one with the imagination. You came up with this. So I guess I could imagine, say, hey, I want something special. How about this? How about Christmas gifts? That'd be a good idea.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to tell people. I'm like, it's amazing for Christmas gifts, and you're just supporting a small business, and and they're all very durable. I use Voss plastic, so it's like, Voss plastic, the big ones, Voss plastic. So they're very durable.
They're durable, yeah.
Yeah, and look clean, and has straight up, and this one I've had for 3 years.
Oh.
They'll go.
And you've dropped them, knocked them off the table.
Yeah, stuff. And most of the time, I think it's just because Voss is kind of bougie. So, their plastic and their stuff is really good. And I've had some that I've had for years. I have some of my friends have had them for like 3 or 4 years. They still use them. You know what I mean? I just keep making new ones and just trying to spread some kind of light in this time or anybody's time where they have, an issue and they just want something just to snap them out real quick, or just something to focus on so that their brain can just have a break from whatever is going on in there.
Nice. Well, I will say this. I am required to give a few Christmas presents out to my mom, my dad, my cousin, my other cousin. I like to get them something that they can't find, they're not getting from anyone else, there's no duplicates. This seems like a great, unique thing to give people.
I mean, and I put all my good vibes. I mean, like, I fill them with, like, love and light. So they're, like, even more, like, powerful. Because, if you believe in energy, I'm like, here's some magic.
And it comes with energy. It comes with energy. They say that humans are, 90% energy or something like that. And there you have it, in a bottle. It's like being in a fairyland or a dreamland or a faraway place or something like that.
Yeah, and if you have, like, colors that you like, I can do the colors that you like. So you can look at them. You know what I mean? Like, that's the thing is, like, the custom that I can do. If you are out from out of town, I do have an Etsy, and I do ship. But, for local, I'll make them, and, I can drop them off to you, or you can tons of colors, literally.
Now we have, so on Etsy, you go to V Sensory Bottles, but on Facebook and Instagram, you would go to the V Sensory, V-E-E Sensory, on Facebook or Instagram.
Well, on Facebook, it's V Sensory Bottles also.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
But if you start Googling V Sensory, all one word, you're going to find it. You're going to find her. And if you can't,
That's my face.
Yeah. If you cannot find her or V Sensory Bottles, call me here at Central Valley Talk. I'll put you right. I'm going to keep this information on my desk here at Central Valley Talk. And if anybody calls and says, I didn't write down the information, I'll give it to them.
Yeah, because I mean, I can make them within, you know, they'll all be ready by Christmas. There's
Right.
no not being ready by Christmas.
Right.
So, and then I have like Cash App and Venmo, so it's like you don't have to, you know, what do you call it?
Touch money.
Touch money. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to
Well, I
touch
say a lot
money.
of that COVID's being spread by money, so.
Yeah, so I've got, you know, Cash App, I've got, you know, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Pay. I mean, I got it all.
All of it.
So,
Okay, good.
you know, yeah.
But start on Facebook, start on Instagram, go to Etsy if you must. But this is a great local, and you're avoiding COVID, right, by doing this at home? Do you have kids running around or?
Nope, it's just me and my husband and a very fat cat.
Very fat cat, very good. Next time we want to see the cat on the
Oh
the
my
screen.
gosh, she's
So.
insane. So I don't know. She's nuts. However, but
And by the way, I don't know if we give out a set design award here every year, but if we do, we're going to give it to you because that's the best set design we see. People always sit in front of their window or their refrigerator. A guy earlier today, his bed was in the background. In the middle of the interview, his brother comes and lays on the bed with bare feet. I said, you know, we could see your brother back there. So good job with your set design. Last thoughts.
wow.
We're out of time.
oh
But
no, I love to go extra. I'm extra here. I love it. I love to just.
it's very
you know,
nice,
And this
yeah.
is a tablecloth, and
Tablecloth.
it's like a sequin tablecloth, and I was like, oh, that one's great.
Very
you
nice,
know,
yeah.
like, you know.
We're out of time. Any last thoughts for our viewers?
I just really want to say that in this time, you know, there's always things that you to help with the stress. It's gonna be crazy, but I would love to help you by giving you something that you could at least focus on, even for a few moments, that will bring you a little bit of peace in this crazy. So just let me know, and I will make whatever you need.
There you go. V Sensory Bottles. You heard it here on Central Valley Talk. VEE is on the screen right here below us. Order them before Christmas, but if you don't, order them after Christmas and order them for birthdays.
Birthdays too. You
Events.
know, birthdays, or your friends having a tough time. I bought you this bottle because you know I think.
Or better yet, spoil yourself and get one for yourself. Thank you, Virginia Summers from V's Sensory Bottles. We'll talk to you next time. We want you to have you back. We'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.
Thank you.